At Peak Financial Planning, we've had the opportunity to help hundreds of retirees just like you make one of the most important decisions in retirement: when to file for Social Security. Most retirees think that the key to Social Security is finding the perfect break-even age. But what they don't realize is the decision to file for Social Security has just as much to do with lifestyle fit as it does with investment growth. I've seen retirees delay claiming benefits to chase higher returns on their monthly benefit, only to sacrifice their ideal lifestyle in the process. In this video, I'm going to show you why focusing only on break-even numbers can lead you down the wrong path, and how factoring in your real retirement lifestyle can lead to a smarter, more aligned decision. We'll break down the problem with break-even logic, explore the real costs of delaying benefits, and show you how to approach the decision in a better way. Let me ask you something. Have you ever put off something you really wanted to do, whether it's a trip, a home upgrade, or maybe a new car, because you weren't sure if you'd have enough later on? The same logic is why so many retirees delay Social Security. But for many, it becomes a reason that over several years, they never take that trip or they never get that new car. They never relax, and they just never really feel secure. The truth is that they've been conditioned to chase a larger number that may never actually pay off. Most retirees delay claiming because of one belief: that getting more later on is worth sacrificing now. Here's the issue I see with that though. People give up some of the most active and vibrant years of their life to protect a future that they may never actually even reach. And even when they do, they're often too tired or maybe too anxious or just too unwell to really enjoy it. This delay isn't just about money, it's about lost time, missed experiences, and deferred dreams. And it starts with one flawed question: how long do I have to live to make delaying Social Security worth it? To understand why this logic can be so dangerous, we need to break down the emotional traps that retirees fall into. These are deeply held beliefs that feel responsible, but can quietly rob people of the retirement that they deserve. There are three emotional traps that cause people to delay for the wrong reasons: the someday myth, the optimization obsession, and the fragile freedom window. So the first one is the someday myth. Retirement becomes a waiting game. Someday we'll travel. Someday we'll relax. But what happens if someday never really comes? Or when it comes, but your knees hurt and you're exhausted? This kind of myth convinces you that time is infinite, that joy is something that you earn by playing it safe. It's not. And chances are, how you feel today, whether you're in your 50s or 60s, will certainly not be how you feel in just 10 or 15 years from now. The second is the optimization obsession, and I see this all the time. We've been taught that retirement can be boiled down to one single math equation: maximize your returns, minimize your taxes, and just wait for your advisor to say you're good to go, or when your financial plan gives you a 90% probability of success. But life isn't a spreadsheet. What good is an extra 8% per year if you spend your healthiest years worrying, budgeting, and just waiting? And then the third is the fragile freedom window. Like I said, the hardest realization is that your 60s are not going to be the same as your 70s or your 80s. Your health, mobility, and desire for adventure will change, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. The window for true freedom and adventure can be small, especially in retirement, and it closes faster than most people expect. The danger is assuming that you'll always have time. So if these beliefs are misleading you, what should you be focusing on? The answer isn't just about maximizing your Social Security benefits, as you can imagine. It's about maximizing your lifestyle and your freedom. And that means flipping the question around from what's the largest paycheck I can get to what kind of life do I want to live and when? Let me show you what that actually looks like. Our Social Security framework is quite simple. Start with your ideal retirement lifestyle and then align your financial decisions around that. Claiming Social Security, Roth conversions, pre-Medicare health insurance, and many more are all level 2 strategies that should not lead or dictate your financial plan. Quite the opposite, they should be supporting your larger retirement vision. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So I would start by asking yourself and your spouse, if you have one, what brings you joy? What experiences can't wait until you're older? What matters most while you're still young, healthy, and active? Instead of delaying benefits to protect a future that you might not even be able to enjoy, I believe the focus should be on being able to start living and fully embracing the lifestyle that you want now and determine the best course of action to support that. And sometimes it is filing Social Security earlier with a smaller monthly benefit. Now, if my perspective on Social Security and retirement planning resonates with you, click the link in the description below this video to schedule a free consultation with my team. During that consultation, we'll go over the 4-step system that we've used with hundreds of clients to help them achieve the retirement of their dreams. I think you'll find a lot of value in it. So how do you put our framework into practice? Let me walk you through it in 3 steps. Now, the first step is to map out your lifestyle priorities. And you might be surprised that the first and most important step is not to start with your Social Security statement and projections. Don't worry, you'll get to them. But really, I want you to start by dreaming. What would make the next 5 to 10 years unforgettable for you and your family? Then ask, what would it cost to live that way, monthly and yearly? And make sure it's realistic and try not to forget about small costs that add up, like your Amazon cart, or annual costs that are easy to forget about. Now, the second step is to evaluate your unique situation. The biggest issue with a break-even analysis for Social Security claiming is that it only looks at two things: your benefit amount and the age that you claim. Based on only two inputs, it tells you how long you need to live to make sure that that choice of delaying pays off. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know one single family who has only two variables to think about when it comes to retirement planning. I mean, just think about it. You're also juggling different income sources like investment income, maybe a pension, maybe a rental income, plus Social Security. You also need to think about your expected longevity based on your family history and your own health history. Then you need to think about the costs associated with leading the lifestyle that you want, which we identified in step 1. Do your retirement savings sufficiently support that, or are you going to need additional income to make that work? Then you have the market and sequence of returns risk you need to think about. If the market drops 10 or 20%, do you have a plan in place to strategically and temporarily reduce your spending to make sure that you're not going to run out of money over a 20 to 25-year retirement? Now, I don't say all this to try to scare you or make you more confused. I just want to impress upon you the magnitude of the different variables that go in to making a host of decisions in retirement, and how it's really never going to be a black and white decision on the exact perfect year and month that you should file Social Security. That's why it's so important to start with your ideal lifestyle in mind first, and then you stay alert and you stay fluid to the decisions that you're going to have to make to best support your dream lifestyle. Now, the third step is to understand the levers that you need to pull and when. And what I mean by that is if you're underfunded in retirement, or for retirement, I should say, and you believe with conviction that you're going to have a shorter than average life expectancy, chances are filing before your full retirement age, or FRA, can make sense. Now, if you're adequately funded with an average life expectancy, let's say into your early to mid 80s, filing at or just past your full retirement age can also make sense. And if you're overfunded, meaning your retirement portfolio withdrawal rate is going to be around 3% or less, then it usually can make sense to wait to file until you're closer to age 70. You see how we're tying your funding level with the lifestyle that you want to lead for this just general rule of thumb? Like I've said, so many other variables go into deciding when you should file. Like, do you have a spouse or not? The age and health of you and your spouse, different income sources, your expenses, and past and future expected market performance. All this is to say that you shouldn't need permission to enjoy the life that you want now and on your own terms. I say stop asking, what if I run out of money at 90? And I say start saying, what if I waste some of my best years of retirement worrying about age 90? That's what our planning process is designed to do. It's to give you the peace of mind that you can spend safely, enjoy your retirement when you're young and healthy, and not worry about running out of money later on in life. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg, but I hope you know the reasons why you shouldn't sit there and worry about Social Security break-even age. However, these 3 high-level steps don't give you the exact details of determining your ideal filing age. So if you want to learn more about that, I'd encourage you to click the video here to watch the video that details an exact roadmap to understanding when you should claim. Thank you. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video.